Good afternoon. So, I crossed over into Mexico this morning. Currently driving down the 101. I'm a little bit behind schedule. Picked up some Mexican insurance. Pretty straightforward process. I did want to go into an office and print it out, but didn't have to do that, or I couldn't do that because of COVID. So I got the insurance policy, got to print it out, Office Max, and had a copy of it laminated, right? Drove down to the Mexican border here, $3.75 to cross over the Veterans Bridge. Then, I went in the nothing to declare lane. Now, apparently that's not the right thing to do, but I didn't know. So they took my passport, told me to drive around the building. I drove around the building the wrong way because I don't know, right? So after some military police escorted me to the proper area, and a bunch of people were yelling at me in Spanish. Couldn't tell you what they were saying. They gave me my passport back. They took me inside, went to the immigration. It's an office, right? It's a one-room office. Everyone's wearing a mask. There's a guy outside spraying hand sanitizer on your hands. So go out there or go in that office. Left is the immigration. Fills out a form. Gives you an immigration card. Then from there you go to the other side of the office and you give them your title, your registration, passport. But at no point did anybody ever ask me for insurance. I asked them, I said, do you want to see my insurance? They're like, no. So insurance cost me for this car, an 08 Grand Marquis, for 6 months. They told me it was the same cost for 30 days as 6 months. I can't tell you if that's true. I declined roadside warrant coverage because, look, that's never going to happen, right? So that cost me $190. There is the deposit for your car. It's $400. You put that on a credit card. And then the fee to bring the car in. So that was a total of 9,800 pesos. I haven't done the conversion yet on what that actually is. And then get all that done. Got to go make some copies. Got to bring the copies back to them. Then they send you outside for vehicle inspection. So once again, I don't know, right? So when I got there, I saw everybody unpacking their stuff. So I took the stuff out of the car, out of the trunk, out of the top, came back. I don't know. I thought they would have inspected it, right? And then they would have let me know if there's a problem. Apparently no. So put everything back together, drove toward the exit, and of course there's a big, flashing X. So they backed me up. They explained to me in Spanish that, you got to take everything out of the car. We need to inspect it. Okay. So once again, took everything out of the car. A few people came over, looking at it, taking pictures. Came over and inspected it, and then they told me it was okay. Asked me some questions about my water tank, what's in it, water. I showed them how it worked because they wanted to see it work, even the hot water. So I showed it to them. They took pictures. Okay. So then they told me I could put it all back together. But before I leave, I have to pay another 1,000 pesos. So $50, I think, is about the conversion rate. So anyway, so I told him, I said, it's been an hour and a half. I'm hungry, right? I don't know. They looked at me like I'm crazy. So I whatchamacallit, I took my chair, made myself a sandwich. Apparently nobody's ever made a sandwich or had lunch in the Mexican immigration vehicle documentation or inspection area. They're looking at me like I'm crazy, like I'm from another planet. I'm like, look, I'm hungry. What do you want me to do? I gotta eat. I got food. I'm gonna make a sandwich. So I ate my sandwich. A lot of them were just looking at me, whatever, like I'm crazy. Someone came over and said, well, don't you want to leave? I said, where am I gonna go to? I said, this is my new home, right? So anyway, ate my sandwich, put the car back together, paid my 1,000 pesos, and exited it. I'm like, great, this is fantastic. Yes, making progress. I will say it's hellacious here in terms of the speed bumps, because they're not marked and they're massive. You can only go like a mile an hour over them, and I bottomed out twice already. So that is a little crazy. So anyway, leave there, and I'm like, man, this is fantastic. So go around the corner. There's 3 police cars there, right? 3 police cars. I can't tell you what they say. Come over. I'm in the middle lane. They're like, you're not supposed to be in the middle lane, is what I gather they told me. He said there's a single line. I said, how am I supposed to know? There's no markings. There's no signs. He asked me where I was going. I told him where I was going. I showed him my documentation. I don't know. This guy came over, started yelling at me once again. Seems like it's the theme for today, right? People just yelling at me in Spanish. Whatever. But I don't care. I had a sandwich. Now I'm good. So you can yell at me all day long. So I showed him my papers. I'm like, I don't know. I showed him the receipt, $1,000 or 1,000 pesos I paid, and all the other stuff. And the guy said, okay, whatever. And I said, okay. I can't tell you. But I'll flip the camera around. I know we're running up about 7 minutes here. So I'm currently driving on the 101 down to Ciudad Victoria. It's about 3.3 hours away. We'll see. There's a hotel I'm going to stay at down there. So the whole process there took me about 2.5 hours. Pretty lengthy, but look, I also had a sandwich. So I'll flip the camera around, kind of see what I'm driving around. And thanks for watching. Please like these videos, subscribe, share. I'll continue making them. My goal is 100 subscribers by Christmas. I mean, I think we can do that, right? So, Jesus, look at this. I got some speed bumps over here. Because why not, right? Why not have speed bumps on a highway? So I'll just kind of let the video play there for a while. You know, there's not gangs of cars or people just waiting for you. You know, I haven't experienced that. I mean, I know I've only been here for 45 minutes. Oh, and the other thing I was surprised about too was I pulled my steel plate off and I hit it, and I have 3 laminated color copies. So I put the laminated color copy on my car carrier over there right by the kitchen. Nobody once said, why is this not a real plate? Why is this not steel? No. They're like, whatever, it's fine. Welcome to Mexico. So at some point I'm going to take that, I'm going to take it off and I'm going to put it back on the car. You know, it's a nice sunny day. Solar batteries are charging. You know, it is what it is, right? They were a little fascinated by my canopy as well too. They wanted me, I unfolded it, set it up for them, explained to them how that works. So you know, things are not really so bad. And I understand, you know, it's border security. It's a different country, right? So anyway, so thanks for watching today. I do have to get out and shut my hood there. I see it moving around. I guess it didn't latch. So I'll see. I'll make a video when I get down to Ciudad Victoria. Then it's San Luis Posti, and then San Miguel de Allende. So that's about it. Thanks for watching.